Hey everybody, we're back. Next matchup is Dirk Schiemann against Daniel Sørensen. Should be another very strong match. Sounds like the interview with Zdeněk and Steen was interesting too. We learned a lot about what they were thinking about, so
It was.
excited about that one. I think they're going to get started pretty quick, but
Yeah.
just a few moments ago I was
already.
talking to Dirk too about his strategy in this, and he's a fascinating one to hear talk about this format and how you should play for PR, so hope we can get some more from him about
He's
that.
been really putting a lot of thought into this format.
Yes,
Dirk.
yes, exactly.
And he's been preparing himself.
Yeah.
And it shows because
Yeah.
he's the current leader in the leaderboard in the average PR department.
I like this. You know, we had this exact second roll situation earlier in the tournament. Someone took a little time thinking about the 3 down.
I know
things
this
like
one.
that. I know a lot of people know it.
I know
but
this one. Yes, that's the play.
Oh, the third roll. Yeah, that
This
you
is
get
the
the slot
play.
here. Yeah, because the 4 covers. Good.
Let's see the hint.
duplication.
Okay, we don't see the hint, but
Yeah.
it doesn't show up. I'm pretty sure this is the right play because of the duplication.
So this is going to cover, and then you want to split into that slot, right?
I
believe
think so, yes.
Yeah, treat it
It's-
like a made point.
You would like to slot, but it's just too big
Yeah.
with the double shot.
Okay, option of 5s, but I think we still want to come up to the 20
Wow.
here, right? I mean, of course we're covering.
Oh yeah, of course he
Yeah.
can cover and then step up with one ticket.
Yeah, but it's interesting with that stack. It's not, you know, it makes you fear it a little bit because he really wants to dump off on that point, but time to fight for an anchor too, yeah. And this has got to be a hit, yeah. And so Dirk told me that he'd love to keep this game not complicated, but there's a lot of hitting early on here, you know. Ooh, okay, this is a great shot here, and we're gonna hit and make another inner board point, I presume.
So that's the third back checker.
Yep,
Complexity is going up,
yep.
not what Dirk wants.
Yeah.
I know Daniel quite well. He's
Yeah.
not too known in
Ooh,
the
what a return.
international circuits, but in Denmark he is very well known. He's
Okay.
been pretty much dominating the last couple of years in terms of PR. And
Wow.
he achieved the Grandmaster status in both Denmark and BMAP. So he's definitely
cool.
a force to be reckoned with. I think he is below a 3.5 total average player, which is a pretty big compliment. So I consider him as a strong player.
Yeah,
Dirk, of course, is the favorite. He is at the moment looking to be one of the strongest players in the world, actually.
Yeah.
So of course he's going to be the favorite here.
It goes both ways, but I feel like you can see the players getting in a rhythm in the second rolls and things like that on the second day too. You know, you sit over the board and see enough of those and just start to make things a lot more automatic. And of course, yeah, here we go.
Nick, what do you think about the elevation of Dirk's seat position?
Oh, I prefer standing, but I think I like the view he's getting. You know, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's true. You're one of the very few standing backgammon players.
Yeah, it's a funky hip thing for me. I mean, doing this like the commentary too, having to, the last game last night, I was like having to sit in a lunge at least again.
You
know?
got to do some yoga in the breaks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's tough. Sitting for that long is hard.
It is.
Yeah.
Sitting is the new smoking.
Yeah.
Did you know?
I did. So here we've got our back game established. You hate giving up the midpoint, right? But I think the 2's too deep, so I would have thought to do the other one. But this is very interesting.
He has to
And
choose
he makes
one of
it
the.
too good. But practically, if he thinks this is no good and that this is a cube either way, and he can just pass it either way.
Oh yeah, this is. This is in my chapter 14, Cube Like a Boss. This is an early, mid-stage back game position, and he's missing the cube, Sørensen. It's low volatility, but it's already a pass, and the reason it's already a pass is the lack of timing from Dirk. The prognosis of this match could very well be that Dirk will have to give up the midpoint, and then the crunch already begins. So it's already a pass.
Yeah.
But low volatility, Daniel didn't miss out on much, not cubing. He will have the same decision next roll, most likely.
Double 2s, so.
A million different variations here.
Yeah. Look at that, he finds a very strong one too. Okay.
I
Chooses
guess.
slightly less to 14, but okay.
Oh yeah, small error, no big deal.
And this is a pretty good entry number
That's a
from
good.
Dirk.
I think he has a take now actually.
Yeah,
if he
this
gets
looks
double.
pretty good.
Because now his mobility is looking much better.
Yeah.
He's not getting squeezed off the advanced anchor from in the back game.
Yeah.
And he has some purity now with the slots. I would like to see the cube action here. I think it would be a double and a take all of a sudden. But again, Daniel doesn't see it that way.
Fours is gonna ruin his
Oh yeah,
his game pretty thoroughly.
But isn't it? I mean, it improves his forward chances though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's a bad roll.
Yeah.
As long as he can.
So with 6 back, you still want to take this, huh?
And what about now? I think he should cube. I think this is a huge cube. There is. Yeah, it's a cube. Okay, it's not huge. Again, the low volatility, but he is missing a cube here.
You would take this for sure, though, huh? I struggle with these, and I know that I make a lot of errors playing from 6 back, so I'd probably make a hedge move and just pass it and assume that it can't be too bad.
I don't know what I would do. It's such a difficult decision.
Yeah.
This
6 back is just so many. You're going to lose some gammons, and you're one roll away from things just going to shit.
Okay, actually not too bad, double sixes. I thought it would be a crunch number, but actually it's just 6 pips, not 24.
Yeah. So one of his better numbers.
Yes,
for timing out.
not bad.
Yeah, and we're still in monster pass territory.
It's almost too good. It could actually be too good if you take it on plus. No, it's... Yeah.
And I presume, we were in pass territory on the one before.
But I think...
Small take here, though. Okay, so you're right that for a moment there, when we came back to it, he had improved his timing and mobility enough to take this.
Exactly.
Then once he lost that midpoint, then it was just the fours were toast. So,
But I think that Daniel is rolling on no double take. I don't think he really understands the strength of this early back game position.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it does seem like if anyone thought they were close to too goodness, like if you really knew this position, you'd probably be likely to think it can't be too much too good, and so it's good to cash.
Oh,
right?
no, I would actually disagree with that one, Nick. These early back games can really be too good.
Yeah.
It can be really, really strong position.
So do you think he's looking at but you don't think he's looking at this like it might be that? Yeah.
I think he's wondering, is this good enough to double? Maybe not. He does have the 2 anchors. There it is. Okay, that's a good cube. So he did understand the position, I think.
Dirk already looked at the clock. He knows he should be passing, but he's going to spend the 12 seconds because you've got it, right?
He's going to pass this one. He's going to, Dirk completely understands. He knows this. He's completely familiar with this type of position, early back game. It's like the moment you get that whiff of timing problem, that's when you want to cube. If the timing problem is already a problem, now it's a pass. Now you lost your market.
Right.
So he could have doubled a little bit earlier there, Daniel, but because of low volatility, no big deal.
Yeah. Okay, we're getting off to a couple pointing roll starts. We've had a lot of these with pretty strong opening pointing rolls.
This is what Dirk wants. When you make the 5 and the 4, it's rather easy to play the following couple of rolls.
Yeah.
However, it might go into a prime versus prime position where it's not that easy. So, let's see.
Big swings there. Slightly in the race. There's some... Yeah, this is tricky. And they're all very close. Because the 13-to-8 distribution is great, of course. But the 21 to 16 is pretty strong to get out of the way of those 2 builders stacked up on the 6 and the 5 point. So it's just a little bit safer. It's a good place to land out there. And now that you're here, like the little duplication play is cute, but I don't think I'd ever find that.
It is very cute.
Yeah.
It's of course it's a difficult play to find, but
slightly outboarded and everything, and I guess your 4s are so productive with hitting and also pointing rolls already. Let's see. So now he's ahead in the race, so I think running's fine. I don't think you want to play for contact by staying on the bar, but interesting consideration. What are we doing here? 5 around. Oh, and we got to play this stacky position now, Kind of playing what we're being dealt. Not a great 5-4. Okay, so Daniel's looking a lot more flexible here. And this is an interesting one where I always get tempted to step up to the 23, but it's just you hate it when it doesn't work,
And you want to unstack the midpoint.
Yeah. Well, the 3 down, I think, for sure. And then where's the ace?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you mean just creeping up from 24 to 23.
Pressure that in case he rolls a 3-1 or something.
Oh,
like that,
Dirk missed the play here. He could have made the distraction maneuver, coming out to the 18 point. Because of Daniel's front-loaded structure in the 5 and 6, you come out on the other side of the avalanche.
Yes. Yeah, which he actually already found in an earlier play. But this one, I think he finally just felt like he needed the 13 to 8 distribution, which is close, right? It doesn't look like it came up as an error even. But, oh, what a shot here. Okay.
Huge shot.
That was getting to be big trouble
for
Daniel. Oh, good return.
That's a really good return.
Okay.
Keeps the cube away.
Yep. It's not clear to me who's winning this. It must be Daniel, right? Just more timing in a priming game, even though his prime's weaker, and he has less checkers back.
Yeah, now though.
Well, his 6 very strong for Dirk. It swings it, but he doesn't usually roll a 6, so I think probably he's still trailing us slightly.
Yeah, and
not now.
Could play 13 to 8, but my inclination is to play, just run all the way.
Yeah, the hit on the ace is an option, right? But I mean, he's got the better prime. This is.
I like that play
and
as
I've seen him make this. Last time I saw him stream, he likes to make these. Remember, there was a switching play. It looked like an attacking type thing, and he made this 6 prime play that looked kind of funky along with it that I wouldn't have found. He's willing to do something loose to make a strong priming play. So
yeah, you gotta play. Okay, so coming all the way is slightly better than making the 8 point.
It seems like it, but I know that Dirk likes these. I know he does because
you want to take quite big risks to secure that 5 prime. However, if you get hit, the counter prime starts, and it's just a little bit too many shots here.
Yeah, so your 5 prime is beautiful, and then you immediately see your 4 blots sitting around the board that aren't connected, right? That can be trouble real
And this
fast.
is like a direct shot. I think it's 11 hitters.
Yeah.
Okay, he got lucky.
But when it works,
he
I mean,
got really lucky. What about this one?
Is this even a cube trailing?
I think definitely it's a cube. The question is it take? No, it's a huge pass. Wow.
Yeah. So we're close to too good.
Because imagine if he rolls a 6 or 5-1, 4-2, and he gets freedom with the back checkers. Then it's just game over.
Yes. No. What I'm saying is, does he need to take a roll? Can this turn around? And
that's
he's very close
to
too good.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
But slightly no, because he does have 4 blots to clean up. So there are things that can go wrong, right?
Yes.
So there's enough work there where we can get in trouble.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it makes you feel kind of silly making such a big play to make the 5 prime when you lose your market by this much, right? That's a kind of another issue with the 6-5 that he played before.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Very, very good point. You don't want the high volatility plays just before you bend over and execute.
Yeah.
So, okay,
he's gonna roll it. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I understand. It's a mistake, but I understand the decision. And now we want to slot to the 6 prime. Such a good. No, why not slot to the 6 prime? This is an inaccurate play from Dirk. I don't think he likes it himself either when he sees the analysis. Just an inaccurate play. It's so powerful to slot the 6 prime from the back. It's low risk, high reward.
Yeah. You know what? The last time I saw him make a crazy 5 prime play too, he did his. Oh, now he doesn't like it. Doesn't he like more? Okay, no, the checker's in. So
yes, the checker's
this is
in.
much worse. Yeah. Much worse, not that much worse.
And you want to give your opponent a decision. I mean, who knows what Daniel is thinking here? He might get some crazy idea that prime versus prime is always a take.
Well, apparently we have music going on in the background. That's interesting.
He's thinking about it.
I'm hearing on the stream here. Oh yeah, why are we? I mean, goodness, I have myself found hope in positions like this, but you just have to see when you're unanchored behind a 5.
Oh, he takes. Oh, it's just
behind
too
a 5 prime
yeah.
with 11 checkers in the zone, like you're just toast. This is just, you can't do this.
It's a solid 5 prime versus a gapped 4 prime. It's 1 back checker versus 2 back checkers. It's all the gammon initiative, and now he's just getting punished big time.
Oh.
He
turns it right around. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Shows us what we know.
Joker.
And I think he's got better timing than Dirk now, too, so he could very quickly become the favorite in this priming game.
I think this was a good move, or he didn't make the move yet. I think this is the right idea, creeping up, because now it's a priming battle, and you don't want to get trapped, because actually the timing advantage is now with Daniel.
I wish I knew what they're talking about in the stream commentary about the music.
Yeah, apparently there's some music going on in the background in the stream.
Oh, wow, there's some close plays here, but this looks so automatic here to escape the prime and also hit. I know there's a 5-point board.
It's a huge play. I mean, this is such a big play, so many shot-leaving numbers.
But you put 3 checkers behind a 4 prime, which is pretty strong. You can win this game, and you get one out yourself, right? It's just so many problems that you're fixing. So yeah, I mean,
It is the right play. It's
Yeah.
definitely the double match point play, but the
Yeah.
question is whether he can find this play over the board, because this is
Yeah.
such a big play.
the other thing is, I mean,
Wow,
like
look at the double tiger.
yeah, I can't
It's
believe
actually
that's
close
that
by.
close. Because you keep your anchor, I guess.
Yes,
So
that's
what happens? You lose a little bit less gammons on it too. These are, wow. How do you evaluate all that over the board, right? This is you go by feel, but these are really close plays.
I think this is
Yeah.
we are now in a level 9 to 9.5 out of 10 in difficulty. This is such a difficult checker play.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I guess this is probably a flaw of mine too, where I tend to just not care about 5-point boards like this, and I'm just, well, this looks like a winning play. I'll jump out and do this. But if he
up-
enters and hits, you're done. Right?
Yeah, and
It's
he's
just
up.
like
He's
game
up
might be over.
1-0. He's
Yeah.
already trying to be slightly more conservative.
Right. He's gonna rewind it.
Ah, damn it. Oh, sorry.
But the thing is, if he rewinds this, I feel like he's going to make a safe play. He's going to do something like 13-7, 8-5. I don't see him finding a double tiger if he doesn't run out. Right? I mean, that's a huge. I don't know who finds the double tiger.
I mean, I could talk
just-
myself into playing the double tiger here. I think
There we go. This is what I expected. Yeah.
I
And
could
so he's got
see
some
myself
containment, but he just doesn't have enough timing to hold this either. You're so sad if he rolls an ace, or like there's a lot of things that can go wrong. He can come out and hit you like this.
Wow, huge
right?
shot
And
after he played it conservatively.
huge swing.
Yeah.
5-4 on either other play was going to be a miracle, and now instead it's winning him the game. That's really tough. Oh, are we playing music?
Muted.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That's funny.
Okay, okay.
I think we figured it out.
We hope we figured it out. Oh, a double 6. That's the nail in the coffin. Okay, I shouldn't jinx it. There's still some ace point equity here from Daniel.
Mm-hmm. Rates to
shouldn't
have
be
decent
counted.
timing for it.
He does, yeah.
Yeah.
So he's probably going to win like 15% of the time here.
Yeah.
Uh,
But with that third checker back, he also loses around 30-some% gammons, right?
It could even be
Yeah.
higher, I think.
Yeah.
Probably in the 40,
Yeah. It's a lot.
40%,
Yeah.
maybe even
It gets
more.
real. I remember it's round like that 18,
Yeah.
16 or whatever with
Yeah.
2 back, and then 3 back is more. 2-4. You can't leave the gap, right? So just continue to the 2.
Yes, and against the ace point, yes, this is the play.
Yeah.
Against the ace point, you want to clear from the rear.
Yep.
Don't leave any, and you definitely don't want to create an inner gap, which
Mhm.
is something that I picked up from Michi's second book.
Yeah. Ooh, what a shot this is. The
Huge
gammon's
shot.
just rocketed skyward.
It's a big shot, double 6. Yeah, no
Yeah.
other way to play it.
Yeah.
I think he's way above 50% gammon right now. It's probably like 69%
Mm-hmm.
gammon range.
Ooh, this helps with the gammon race, though. I think you can run
Definitely.
off it naturally. This is very possible. I don't think he wants to leave with a checker back from the 24. You want to use the pips. That's such a struggle, though, with that distribution. You hate getting attacked here, you know? Like you can
Yeah,
still get pointed
he
on.
wastes a little bit of pips coming in, but
Yeah.
I think it was a good play. We saw by
Yes.
XG because he does remain that small amount of contact value, and
Yeah.
if he gets the hit, that's a way of getting off the gammon.
Yeah. All right.
He could just save the gammon here by just rolling high numbers. That's horrible.
25 pips is usually going to take 3+ rolls, and he's going to
Yeah.
get, so he has to roll high, and Dirk has to not roll a set.
Do you think Dirk would prefer to lose the match and just play low error rate in this match, or do you think he prefers to win the match and the PR point, but play a higher error rate?
The former. I think he prefers to play that. I think we were talking beforehand, and he believes, I don't know what his results have been early today. I think he said his opponents have been playing like 0.5 PRs and crazy things like this.
Christensen.
And so he's pretty certain that
Treble.
he's out of the point race for the day. And so I think he's relying on the PR wildcard again.
Yeah, and today we're
yeah.
only going to have one PR wildcard to
Yeah,
qualify for the semifinals.
Yeah.
3 on points, 1 on the average PR. Wow!
Oh my gosh.
So I guess
Fans on the-
Dirk doesn't want to roll a double here.
Oh, yeah, he needs more games. He
Yeah.
really wants him to save the gammon. So he probably wants to be hit with an ace, right?
Yeah.
So he can come back around and win natural, have a bunch of decisions.
Okay,
Right?
so this is a gammon.
Yeah. This is too. I guess no. He said the ideal was to lose a gammon on a 4-cube in the first game and just not have any trouble, you know,
preserve
and
his
just
low
get out of
average
0. Yeah,
PR.
because he thinks what he's got right now is pretty good.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to risk it. And right now he's at a 3.42, which isn't like super high, but it's probably bringing down his average, right?
But
so
actually,
it's not helping him to be
it's
in there.
very few decisions, to be honest. So
Yes,
it
yes.
doesn't really carry
Yeah.
all that much.
But it's clearly the errors to decision ratio right now is worse than the rest he's got. So it's going to harm it to some degree.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes, no other choice.
Well, cool. We're people in the chat are learning. That's awesome. Glad we're speaking on some level that's helpful. Not always certain of that.
Oh yeah, we're getting props from Mark
Oh,
Emmerich.
look at this. You're supposed to hit on the 3. I
This is a difficult play because
rarely do that. I mean,
you can't really blunder, but to find
Oh,
the
look,
best
okay.
variation here is just so close.
Plus doesn't love it. Yeah, I would play the 13 to 11, 6 to 5 looks pretty good. Let's not split into those stacks. Let's just get some distribution.
Yeah, but
maybe
hit
even
it- hit-
13 to 10 I would think about. you
No,
know?
that's weak because.
Well, it's active for the 4 is what I like about it.
well,
Right?
why I think it must be better to flex with the 6 to 5.
Yeah.
But hitting was also good because
Yeah.
your opponent is stacked. You don't want to give him a full roll to get lucky and develop something. So
Oh, very true.
and you
very
have
true.
the best inner board.
Yeah, yeah.
6-1. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's going to go for the prime.
Yeah. Yes, everyone asking about rounds too. Yes, there's only 5 rounds today instead of 6 because of the time we took to sort out the PR race. What an amazing sweat that was.
That was a
By the
sweat.
way, I loved it.
And we got an hour and a half of delay actually because we had to find the sudden death winner for the. It was just a complete tie to
Yeah.
the third decimal point between Michi and Sergei Erokin.
Yeah.
Both of them had played amazing.
So amazing. 2.79 precisely they
yes.
both played, securing them, and they had secured the same amount of points for a tie for 10th place, knocking out Sebastian Wilkinson with his much inferior 2.81 at the same number of points, right?
Yes.
So clearly defeating him with a .02 PR lead, but didn't have a clear winner between those two. So
Yeah. What did you think
Amazing.
about the sudden death, Nick?
that was really fun to watch. It was from this side. We were off the ball on the commentary side. We didn't know what was
Okay.
going on. So Mochi
yeah.
and I were wondering what they were going to play again for about like 10 minutes past while everyone in the chat was telling us it was
Wow,
over.
5-3. That's huge.
Oh, what a shot. Yeah.
I felt like it was a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
You have a very short time span until you get the dopamine kick of the PR result.
Are we approaching a cube here with this asymmetric score? I mean, 13 checkers piled in the zone.
Oh, yes.
I'm thinking about it, but it's really, he has no outfield presence and he's behind a prime, so this is tough.
I mean, if the score was 0-4, so 7 away, 4 away, you would be slightly more inclined since the trail would be more. If you were 5 away, I think.
What is this?
What? Oh, no. He's just, I cannot imagine him playing this.
Why would we make this play? Yeah, you've
It's
got
kind
all
of
the
similar
control of
to Stanik's play last match we saw where he was looking at the tempo hit, but eventually he didn't do it. I
Seeing
think
if
this
he needs
is
to do it, but this just you don't want to give up like one of the best
Whoa.
pieces of your structure.
this
to
will
do
be
this.
this will destroy Dirk.
Oh wow!
This
Ooh.
thank God. That would destroy him completely if he makes that play.
Now the debate between the 21-15 and bar 16, 23
Oh,
or
yes.
22-16, I would probably make this one too to keep the connectivity, but I guess you're more under the gun and inviting the attack, so must be the primary factor here. There's some duplication.
There's some
with his hitting
duplication, like
threes, too.
5-3.
And he finds this cube. I
finds the
thought
cube,
so.
yeah.
I hope that this is that Dirk can find like the good enough 4 blots and the awesome structure to take this. I presume he can.
There's no way
Yeah.
that he's going to pass this one.
Right.
It's a completely even game, and
Yeah.
I think he knows.
Yeah. It is one of those again where like you talk yourself into worrying about it at the score though. You know, it's 4 blots
he
around
takes-
is ugly, but yeah, he knows.
Good play, Dirk.
Oh, what a shot this is! That's an
Definitely.
amazing way to turn this
But
game
still,
forward. Yeah.
I mean, there's still a lot of play in this one.
Sure.
Now he's going to make the 16-point angler.
Oh, because he can link to the 11. I see it, but I think you got to get out of the way.
Yes,
it's
you
worth
don't-
leaving this shot. Yeah.
You don't want to give him that blitz value of
Yeah.
having 2 exposed blots in the inner board.
Yeah. Plus, I have to think twice
And-
because
And look at this.
maybe you just
We had
make
bad
the
numbers
4,
here.
huh?
We had lots of
No?
bad numbers here, and this is one of them.
Hitting on the ace seems like that's where you want the checker, so I don't see myself doing that. This seems very reasonable because as long as he doesn't roll a 6,
I think you should
you're
hit
in
on the
great
ace.
shape, you know, and you still have that anchor back there. But you think the ace hit is right, huh?
I'm hitting on the ace here.
I just, when you have a 4 prime like this and your opponent's already back where you want him, I just don't see it, you know? I think you generally
here-
want to leave him there. And
you
8 to
are-
5, 6 to 2 is the
Oh,
best.
that's the
Yeah,
variation.
yeah.
Yeah, I did not like opening up on the 7 point, destroying
Yes,
the prime.
yes.
It's
Give
too
him the
expensive
6 to
get
go away
hit there.
immediately. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
But apparently the best variation was actually to slot the deuce.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I would have probably
Reasonable.
made Dirk's play,
Yeah.
at least not breaking the 7 point.
Oh, Daniel's play, right? Yeah.
Sorry, Daniel's
Yeah.
play.
Ooh, 4-6. This is a great shot. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, but probably just cleaning up a blot. Oh, you know what? You can make the 10 again here. Do you?
Oh yeah, now actually, now you should make the 10. He doesn't see it. I don't think you see it. My brain didn't see it either.
It's not clear to me because it's loose, right? You
Yeah.
don't have your quote unquote anchor anymore if you go for that. And this is a more of an attacking position than a priming with him
I
at
would
the
have
edge
loved
now
to
and the ace
see
made.
I would have loved to see the hint on it,
Yeah.
but we didn't get to see it. The
Ooh, a
transcriber
6-4.
wasn't
Yep.
sharp there. He
And
didn't
this
give us
is
the
this is getting pretty clear. Sure, why not 7 to 3? Prepare your board.
hint. Yeah.
Yep. This is good.
And
And
dodge the 7, but you will have a little bit of extra shot.
even if you
going
hit the
on.
7 though, right, he has the inner board blot and the stronger board right now, so he's kind of inviting this if he, and I think Daniel has to go for it, but it's it's not
Oh,
pleasant.
It's close because
Yeah.
he's up in the race. That's why it's close.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that it was an automatic play to hit.
What a complicated
But,
situation, trailing in the score too, and you want to hit it, I think it's just our
Yes.
instincts tell us just to smack it and go for this gammonish situation. But you've got so much race, like you said, and your opponent has a good board. That's his asset that you're playing into by hitting. So it's tougher than it looks.
Yes, the DMP play is by far not hitting.
Look at the discrepancy in these plays too.
Yes.
Yeah, 9% difference in winning chances and 25%, almost 23% in gammons.
That's huge.
15 on the other side. That's just, yeah.
It's really huge.
Another one of those where you're never going to arrive at these numbers. And you know that's the trade-off you're making.
Yeah.
But good luck predicting how much of each you're given one way or the other, right?
Okay, he's making the non-hitting play. Okay, I think that's
the
actually a
2-play.
quite
Yeah.
mature play.
Yeah, yeah.
Most players would have just whacked that checker because you're down in the race. You want to try to win a gammon.
Yeah.
I don't mind that error too much. I would probably have hit, but I don't mind.
Now this, I think we want to make another blocking point. I don't know that we have the timing for it, but why not? That looks strong. And then clean up the blot. We don't want to be hit with the fly shot anymore, I think.
Yes, it's
And so
important to
slot the
get
2,
that
yeah.
anchor 6 pips away.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you can also clear up the fly shot. It's actually a great shot.
So much better than the anchor 5 pips away. It's strange. It doesn't feel like it should be that big of a difference, but it really is everything.
6-1. Now we're
6-1's not good. That's
Oh,
really,
he-
6s at all are not strong. You think
He's
he's
looking at
gonna?
it. Yeah,
Oh
he's looking at
wow!
the pain now because of the blot. But
But it's a double shot, and he's going to cover one of those blocks with
Yes.
almost every hitting roll. I don't
the
think he can do
problem.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
I think this is way too much. Yeah.
You could get fooled by the 2 blots in the inner board, but as Nick correctly pointed out, almost all of the hitters will also cover at least one of the blots,
Yeah.
if not cover up both.
I bet Dirk saw this when he was playing too. This is one of those deceptive double board blots. You can make these sometimes, right? You realize, because I'm sure he's thinking about, am I going to get a shot next roll or something like this, right?
Yeah.
And so should I play loose in the board? But yeah, you got to be able to spot these situations where, well, I'll still be able to cover one and have a 4-point board with it, a very pure 4-point board most of the time. Yeah. Deceptive. Very deceptive.
And you play pure, of course. You
Yeah.
increase your racing efficiency and you
Yeah.
increase the speed of which you develop your inner board.
Yeah, really, only a hitting 6-2 or 5-2,
That's
and he
a-
goes for it. This
Oh,
has gotta
actually,
be,
it wasn't. It was just a small mistake. Yeah, it was not a bad move.
No, he registered it as 8-1, so we got a transcription error. I think he'll correct it.
But I saw the move. I think it was like a
Okay.
23.
But this is interesting. This hitting indirect, can he go for this or not?
What's the
That's not
race?
clear. 3-2. And the race is so bad that he's going to give up the game if he lets it go pretty much. I guess, no, there's a lot of numbers that don't get passed.
This is the right idea. You don't
Yeah,
want to lose the gammon here.
The
on a
1-5,
fancy
for
day.
example,
Yes.
advances into a double shot still, and you get another chance.
Exactly. Lots of rolls that doesn't get that checker past the angle.
Yeah.
Look, it's just a 26 error to make the pay now move from Daniel Sørensen. Again, I think
Wow.
that's a mature and brave move. It's not a standard move to make. So I don't mind a small error like this.
Oh, look at this. Yesterday's roll, the 6-1.
Yeah, he would have loved to hit.
Yeah,
Now
but
that he
there's
had the
still
4
some
point.
rolls that are going to give him trouble here.
Definitely. It's probably like a
Passing.
third of the roll or something.
Yeah, I was starting to wonder if I could count through all the
Yeah.
when he was blocked back on the 6-5, but that's going to get free, and this should be an easy ride home to 4-way, 3-way scoreline now.
Interesting.
Yeah. Still hope for Dirk, of course, but
Dirk is grinding down his PR. Now he's
Yeah.
at a 3.0, and we're getting into a long race here, so it's probably going to be like a 2.6 when this is
Yeah.
all over.
this is optimal for Dirk.
It's
This
yeah,
is what
he's
he was
very
planning on
happy.
doing.
Exactly, he's very, very happy with this position.
These are
Daniel-
kind of tricky distro plays here, too. Do you need to fill in the 4, or can you afford to just bring a checker in and hope to... I mean, you're never going to get that checker...
Oh, that's not good. No. You
Yeah,
don't
what does
wanna
this
have-
play?
Okay. It's, of course, you're not going to blunder in a race position like this, but I
Yeah.
don't think that was the optimal play.
Yeah, it looks very strange.
You prefer to close out the gap rather than maximizing crossovers in this position. Look, now he has that gap on the 4 point, and he's just going to stay there.
Yeah. Gaps on the 4 point are really important in races. They come to bite you.
Yeah. So Daniel is struggling a bit with his PR. He's at a 6.2 at the moment, which is obviously way above his expected. He will most likely grind his PR down as well, but at the moment he's struggling a little bit. He has had some hard decisions though.
Yeah.
Hasn't been completely trivial.
It looks like Dirk was testing Michael Krakis's transcription plays by making a momentary illegal play and then correcting it afterward to see if he caught it.
Oh,
But
yes.
got that better.
He's an old school player, Dirk. he was...
A poker player too, right? So he knows about some angling if he's got to do it.
Yeah, but he was like one of the biggest money game players 20, 25 years ago. Literally one of the best players in the world back
Yeah.
then. And then he took a long break for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And then he made a comeback a couple of years ago. And he's
Yeah.
just been killing it ever since.
Yeah, he was one I think he talked about. He played poker for a while and just got tired with how tough that game was getting to be competitive at, you know.
Okay.
It's changed a lot in the last 5 years. I remember hearing some interview about that, but
Okay,
yeah. Fascinating game too, I think.
for sure. Great game. Almost as good as Backgammon.
Well, all right.
Yeah, so this is just going to be a race.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel is a big favorite unless he...
Let
Okay,
there be
yeah.
races,
Yeah,
said
yes.
the PR lords.
Okay, we are still monitoring the chat, so if you guys have anything that you want us to talk about or some questions, just
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
Is that a decision there for Dirk?
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would have thought 4-2 is fairly simple, but he knows that 3-1 is a reasonable option here. This is surprising to me. I would automatically make
That play.
the third best play, but Dirk looks at all of them and then finds the third
yes.
best play. Good for him.
It seems natural just to play like Dirk plays.
Yeah.
Who knows? This
Yeah.
is just a computational position, and it
So
doesn't
strange.
matter. Oh wow!
Oh, and he knows why too, so he just shakes
He
it.
has that would be sick.
He was playing for that's what he was supposed to be looking for the doubles. I didn't even think of that he's trailing that
2-1.
much. Yeah.
Okay, so he gets the chance.
Wow, so that's what he was debating was, do I
5-1.
need to set up for the
Okay.
set to win, or like, can I play for that, or can I win
17
natural?
to 1 shot. Okay,
Yeah.
there it is, 4-3.
Yeah. And he decided the other way. Okay. Wow, I'll be fascinated to look at that position again, because I just forgot to look for that maybe you need to
Yes.
play that way, but yeah.
But it didn't really matter.
Well,
it was
no, I
milli
think-
points we were talking about.
Yeah, but it was like that pivotal decision where you have to figure out if you're just playing for natural, get all the numbers off, or if you're playing for the set to catch back up, right? And so it's why it was a thinking position, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Easy for us to see that it was trivial, but I can see now why it was such a challenge, you know, figuring out which game he was in.
So this is
6-3,
6-3. Okay, great shot.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting questions now.
Oh, yeah.
I opened up
Are
Pandora's
there still
box.
monkeys in Gibraltar? Not sure I know what that
There
means.
is.
Okay.
Right? I think so.
Okay, we get confirmation
I
from...
saw some a couple of years ago. Here at the Caleta Hotel, actually.
Oh,
They were out on the terrace.
Oh, okay. Our guys in the room say there's 2 monkeys here working behind the desk. Thank you for that.
And then Arif asked if How do you get into the UBC mark? You can enter in 3 different ways. You can be a B-map Grandmaster. You can be a top 32 on the most recent Giants of Backgammon's list, or you can get a wild card. And the wild card can be awarded for players who can prove that they play at a Grandmaster level, but for whatever reason are not members of the B-map Association, or you have a status as a legendary player. So that's the 2 ways to get a wild card.
What an awkward game Dirk is in here. Oh, and he gets the boxcar bonus right off the bat. Okay.
And then he gets the boxes. Okay, so he's going to escape.
It's not going to cover, freedom. Though. It's not that strong of a boxes, huh? Look at this.
It's still pretty good. He gets freedom, builds another board,
unstacks,
24 pips. It's actually a huge roll. But wow.
He's going to get double hit, and the cube is coming. What roll is the cube not coming? Is this ever going to be too good? I think we're getting doubled.
Oh, wow. They're rolling well.
Okay, never
right
mind.
now.
He's just going to roll this. And
what about, how do you play it? You can double hit 2 different ways. You can make the 5.
Yeah, making the 5 seems pretty good.
It seems to be a toss-up between the 2, the making the 5 or the double hit where you hit loose on the 5 and hit on the 10. So either way, we're going to hit on the 5. Yeah, that's the wrong idea, Dirk. This is actually a blunder.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
this does look like play B though. I'm having trouble thinking about hitting on the 10 and the 5 loose.
Oh, that's
but he's
the
gonna
first
pick this one.
blunder,
Ouch.
I think, for Dirk, or is this the second blunder of the match? Yeah.
Oh yeah, and this is a big part of it, right? You can just roll a 5 and equalize. That's a bummer.
Yes, it was a tricky play, very tricky play. It fooled even the best of us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6-1 here. Okay, but he fended off the cube, like we were saying. That was coming quick. Was there? I thought I saw a cube flash there for a second, but this can't possibly be.
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay.
So Dirk's PR just spiked up at 3.2.
Yeah.
He was getting it down to his average.
Look at this top play. Range. I would probably be thinking about doing something in pure here.
Oh, yeah, this is just ugly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but slotting the 4 is tricky to find, I think. That's interesting.
The thing is, when your opponent has the 22-point anchor, you can actually still win by priming. And when you look at the structure that Dirk has, he has that impure structure, and Daniel has the advanced anchor. So a priming game is actually very strong from a game plan point of view. And also, he's down 15 pips in the race.
Yeah, down already. There we go. Dirk is going to fix a lot of this up. The last 2 aces aren't trivial either. I guess maybe you have to go to the ace.
Trivial.
7 to 6 he's going to play. This just looks so inflexible, though, that I would be inclined to, I know it's much worse than the deuce. It seems like there's no difference, but you really don't want to move these checkers all the way out of play.
There is a long-term difference.
Wait, do we still have music on for real? I thought we turned that off. Am I getting that in the chat? Oh, man.
You still have that.
I don't know. Someone's message.
We still have
video
the music
game
on,
music,
guys.
Huh? Possible.
Apparently.
Can someone convert? Oh, off here.
Off here. Maybe someone is.
Maybe you're just listening to video game music.
Maybe someone is. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna check up on it. Let's see what's going on.
Okay.
5-1.
Oh, and he did bring 2 checkers in instead of switching to the ace. Okay.
Yeah, it was a close play, obviously. Toss up.
Yeah. But okay, simple mutual holding game. Should be able to, with a clear racing advantage to white, but white actually has the further back anchor, so that's going to be difficult. It should present some decision points here. And what do you do here? I think instead of killing a checker, maybe you must break either the 8 or the 7,
you
right?
break the 8. I think Dirk knows this play.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It just feels right.
Interesting.
You create
For some reason, I see breaking the 7 first, but that's clearly better. I can see it now. I don't know why I saw that.
Yeah.
And then,
no,
you can't do this. You're ahead in the race. Why would you?
Exactly.
Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
You don't
I know you've got the Blotten board, but I mean, you're definitely outboarded. This is definitely what Daniel wants to happen, right? Is for this checker to get loosed up.
He's breaking rule number 1 in a mutual holding game. You gotta have, safety is such an important concept, especially when you're up in the race. He got lucky.
Yeah. I think all the players, I think I have a slight tendency to play more like this, more like what Dirk's doing here when I'm fatigued after a weekend of backgammon too. You start to get into pure mode, right?
Yeah.
It's just kind of feels like
default.
the easy way to win. Yeah. But I think he's capable of finding the right plays here for sure, you know, so Makes more, wow, this is a quick and strong play for Daniel. He knows where his racing position is, and then he needs the contact, and so he just goes ahead and leaves the shot and says, come off your anchor if you like.
And he doesn't have any alternatives. Breaking this inner board is not a good idea when you're down in the race. That opens up the opportunity for a good escaping roll for from your opponent.
And look at that, he had an opportunity to just break the 7 here again instead of, I guess he has to kill a checker either way, so.
Now you're going to come out with the 6. Yeah, wait, at least move the 6 first and then have the decision with the ace. Okay, he made the right play.
Which ace,
which
shot
ace
do you want to
do you
leave? That's a good question, that's a good question.
Oh,
6-4, something's got to give.
Yeah, the crunch.
And I don't think it's going to be the 7, because it's your last landing spot and 2 dead checkers, and then how are you going to give up one of those other points?
Yeah.
So yeah, this seems strong. And interesting cube. Wow, big error to send this too. I see it feels like you have threats, but you're so far down in the race, and Dirk can just take this and coast home to a Crawford game, right? When he wins, when it goes the right way. So this is just too.
And it's,
you don't have it, and there's not real gammon threat.
Exactly, it's a gammonless position, so Dirk is actually, he wants to take a cube when it's a gammonless position at this score.
Yep. Oh, do you know any Simon and Garfunkel?
I know lots of Simon and Garfunkel.
Do you really? I don't know, you might, if you teach me, we can practice it and maybe get
I don't know the lyrics. By the way,
okay.
I heard some of their songs hundreds of times, and I still don't get the lyrics right from Simon and Garfunkel. It's a little bit funky, the lyrics.
I like it. Oh, Garfunkel.
This is a mutual holding game where there's a little bit of crunch going on. It's still mostly just a racing position. The crunch opens up for a little bit of gammon, but it's a 12% gammon range. It's not enough at all. It's still a quote-unquote gammonless position. And it's so easy for Dirk to take this cube. He's thinking a lot, though.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's just counting the race and recounting and making sure you're up. No!
Oh,
no, no, no! Oh, no.
Ooh.
That was potentially Dirk getting kicked out of the tournament.
That could be it, yeah.
That could be it for Dirk. He was going so hard on the PR spot.
That's unbelievable. I think you get into this, I mean...
Wow, that was... that was a leak in his game, I would say. I mean, this was a pretty basic mutual holding game with a little bit of crunch. That's it.
The thing about it too, though, is like you're never expecting to see that cube, right? And so I think all of a sudden you have this decision that you haven't had before, and you have this potential to talk yourself into a mistake.
It's weird because now we're going to see the double hit. It's weird because as the way I see it, one of Dirk's assets is his experience. And of course he has seen this type of holding game with a little bit of crunch hundreds, if not thousands of times.
Now what is he doing here? Why is he thinking about this anchoring play? I'm surprised it's so close, but it's just too early in the game and you're stacked up, you have more checkers in the zone, and your opponent rates to make a better anchor.
This is a strong tiger play.
This is
a strong tiger
This is just, This is one of those where you start making the double hits everywhere else because you've seen this once or twice and you know this is right. Right? So,
it's just such a nice play. Okay, Dirk is he's crumbling. This
is tough. He must feel the pressure of really needing to win that PR battle and feeling like he's got to grind it down. I don't know.
There might be a little bit of what do you call it? Reverting towards the mean. Going on, regression towards the mean.
But I don't like you were saying. These are positions that I think he usually has to get right.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
That's
like
the
I
same
don't
feeling
think that it's so. Like he just doesn't know this position, you know what I mean? But it's something strange is happening there.
Dirk was averaging 2.0 after day one, like an amazing accomplishment in a field like this. He's been playing really well today as well, but now for the first time in the UBC 2020, he's showing signs of weakness.
But I agree with you, Jonah, in the chat there. Like I liked. It's been really neat to see the spread if you go look at the results of all the different PRs that we have players finishing after 6 matches that are Grandmasters, anywhere in the 2 to like a little over a 5 range even, which, you know, you have to be playing a consistent 4 or less to even be allowed to play in this tournament, but it's still possible for a player like that to play a 5 across 6 games, you know?
For sure.
So it's really neat to look at all those results that, you know, 6 and 7 PRs are winning the PR battle in some of these matches. So lots of interesting stuff going on in this
format. Dirk is at an 8.0 now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's going to grind it down, though.
He
A
will.
little bit.
It's almost impossible not to grind it down.
Fast, too. That's what we'll see about the Grandmasters here.
Yeah.
But also, we have Farhad in here. I'm not familiar with Farhad, but he says he's a Grandmaster, so I guess you got to get the wild card.
You could get the wild card then.
He doesn't believe in PR, though. I'm not sure why he would want to come play this tournament if he doesn't believe in PR. Probably
Well,
not the right.
Farhad, I am ready for some money game action. If you are. If you don't believe in PR, that's fine by
Soon
me.
on Backgammon Galaxy?
or live or whatever. I am up for the challenge if you are.
Yeah. Presumably, he'd be fine with letting you use XG in that situation then, if he doesn't, if he doesn't prefer PR.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some questions from 1989. Kev, what's the worst PR in the tournament so far? Tendon's 10x? Yes, that is.
Yeah, I think so.
Tendon was one of the hot
Yeah.
outsider favorites to win
Yeah.
this tournament beforehand, and he did play some awesome matches actually, but he played an outlier.
Yeah. And if you talk to him too, it's really like the first game of that first match was like the one outlier. I think he passed a no double or something like that. Just had a huge cube brain fart. And the rest of the weekend he feels pretty good about, right? His average PR is okay and still slightly under 4, not where he wanted it to be. But it's, I think he had a couple complicated decisions in that, like a tough game along with that cube error. And just, it's interesting how just getting out of your comfort zone for one game, especially the first game, right? You're not warm yet necessarily in the format, in your playing or anything like that, and just have a mental error that just kind of toasts your whole PR for the whole day. You don't get a second chance.
Yeah, game one syndrome is definitely real.
Yeah.
And if someone like me who plays a lot of online matches, mostly 7-point matches, I mean, it just happens sometimes that you play.
I like that. I like Jonah's theory here too, though. I think he's just hustling for better money action. People are getting too scared of him, so he's got to make it clear that he's human. Yeah, I know how that is. Yeah, I've done the image take before.
Oh, we had a blunder here. Actually, I was all caught up in that.
Making the 2 looks kind of strange.
He made the
here
deuce
too.
point in a position where he was probably supposed to play pure and flexible, and not impure.
Yeah, we're very stacked
Okay,
here too.
so this is actually it's a mid-stage back game. The bear-in phase is about to begin now. We have like a defined position here since Daniel reached full freedom with the back checkers, and this is basically just a 5-4 back game.
Yeah.
One of the shallow back games, so the shots will come earlier, but at least there won't be many gammons in this kind of position.
For me, the 5-4 really is a unique back game, though. In that, like you're saying, it's so hard to lose a gammon that the cube action feels different here. You're almost never going to have a prime outside it too. So it just, like, most of the features of it to me just end up being very different.
Yeah, the shallower the back game is, the more it resembles a holding game, basically.
Yeah.
You don't have the timing battle and the battle to crunch and what just happened? We just lost our...
Yeah, I think we bumped the cord, so we lost the screen for a second.
We
here.
lost
We'll
the
come
screen.
back.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, now it lost
bumped
again.
it again.
I don't know if okay, it's going... Oh. I don't know.
Well, we've got it on the
Is the
bottom
live
too.
stream still running?
Yeah, it's just our screen. This happened in a different match too.
Okay. It's just the screen. No worries. I was saying that, in the shallow backing like the 5-4, I would agree with you, it's definitely a different character. The timing sweet spot is completely different than the deeper back games. You don't need to be as much behind in the pip count because you're not really crunching. You can always let go of one of the anchors. So you don't have to be as much behind in order to secure your timing advantage. You lose less gammons. It's just the deeper the back game becomes, the more high risk, high reward the back game is. Basically, you win more games, but you lose more gammons and backgammons. In the shallow ones, it's the opposite. You don't lose too many gammons or backgammons and win less games.
Yeah. I know approaching cube action. Actually, this is an interesting score to have this situation because it can be...
This is not a cube action.
No, but I think that usually when I'm thinking about money action for the 5-4, it's hard to find a place where you're going to get a cube in. because it feels like they're never going to get squeezed off and things. And they just always have a holding
What
game.
was this?
And yeah, well, it's not too bad. He's running out of time on the other
it's
side.
not too bad because of the blood on the 3-point and the buried checker. So it's not too bad. But I think it wasn't necessary because he's not going to crunch.
Yeah.
He can
And it
just
is
let go
turning
next
into
time.
be a blunder now too.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it did. Oh, yeah, I did not like that play. In my mind, that was a blunder, but then we saw the.
And so now he still wants to keep connected and challenge that.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good
that
play.
outfield point. Yeah,
I think that's a good play.
it's big for sure.
Daniel made a small mistake as well, actually.
Oh, I wonder what he's supposed to do instead of make the bar. That looks like a really natural play.
Okay, I don't think he can leave any shots here, Daniel. I think he gotta play it safe,
Yeah.
even though it feels bad.
I mean that blot on the
Yes.
10 point or on the
Yeah,
15
yeah.
isn't going anywhere after you make this play though. The
Yeah.
3 checkers dead behind. Well, he might actually make that point.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
the 6 he probably should right here come out to the
Yeah,
15
that's
now.
just looking at it, playing
Yeah.
the one-man holding
Yeah.
game. This is
Yeah,
very
yeah.
strong. It's a
Yeah.
nice maneuver from Dirk. I think he's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
2 dead checkers or more behind, like even 1 dead checker behind your anchor is a huge signal to start playing a single checker holding game. So yeah,
Good play from Dirk. He knew this one.
yeah.
And you called it as well, Nick.
Mhm.
Again, he cannot leave any shots. He has to
Yeah.
play it safe. Hope to get lucky with a double.
Yeah. And someone in the chat is asking, we got Farhad asking about whether you'd rather win the match or win a rate. In general, of course, you'd rather win the match, but this is a unique format where we're giving points based on the PR as well. Just as many. So both of these, every match, you win 1 point for winning the match and you win 1 point for having the better PR among the 2 players. So in this particular format, it's pretty relevant, right?
I agree.
Yeah.
Of course. That's the format we're playing. So we basically have a skill battle going on. Whoever
Yeah.
performs the lowest PR.
Oh, you can't do this though. You've committed to burying 4 checkers. You know you just have to stick with this stupid, obnoxious game plan and
Yeah.
bury another one. Just hope to be saved by doubles. That's all you're gonna do. And it's
I wonder,
fascinating that he's still the favorite if he makes the right play and he's a huge.
I wonder if he can double here, actually.
Oh,
it's
my
not far from a
goodness.
double. Yeah, that was a bad one.
What if?
Now the PR battle is close.
It's funny that like Dirk doesn't need to win he believes that he's not going to get anything out of winning the PR battle on this and needs the overall average, but he's going to end up winning it with like a 7.5 or something like that. That'd
Yeah.
be fascinating. Yeah.
He's gonna win he's winning the match and PR point with a 7.5. This is his nightmare.
Oh, the 5-3.
Yeah.
How do you do this? We've run out of safe plays.
Yeah, now we just.
I guess you just make the 3
You just
looks like the
effed.
thing? Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's the best play. That's the best play. Well
Oh,
played, Daniel.
goodness.
We had a really bad joke from David Klauser about
yeah?
Thomas Tennant's outlier PR of 10.
Oh, Ian Terry. I was trying to not acknowledge that, but I guess, okay. It is a solid pun. I appreciated it. I did.
He was in 10 land.
I got to make sure I tell him that, actually. I bet he didn't think of that. He'll like it. That's the kind of joke that Tim
It was
will
good,
appreciate. Yeah. The 4-3, I mean, we're going to keep with the loose game plan. We're coming to the 8.
Yeah.
We're playing 2 single blot anchors now, you know? Even
Well
that
played.
4-point board, I'm not scared.
Yeah, well
I
played.
just got to do the contact. We're down 36. This is it.
And funny enough, it's not even that bad playing 4-1, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, fascinating.
Wow, that's
Ooh,
a
this
great
is
shot.
gonna be, yeah. I guess we're ignoring the blot on the 15 probably and just playing inside. What do you think? I would.
I think I would hit. It makes it so much easier to come home, but I definitely see your point. I mean, you
Yeah, I
should.
would have thought about switching a lot.
Oh no,
here.
it's a commanding
Interesting.
play.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta hit.
Okay.
It makes it so much easier to come in and look at the 6-4 duplication. It's just 3 numbers.
Yeah, no, that's a
No,
good
actually,
point.
yeah, 3 numbers. Yeah. It's
Yeah, I'm
three
just so
numbers.
scared to do anything loose here with so many, like the contact's not what I want, so I want to try
Yeah.
to find a way to,
It's-
but you're right, you have those 2 checkers to bring back and when they're pointed together, it's harder to bring them home.
It's just 3 numbers.
So you
it's
gotta,
nothing.
this is nice to split them up. And this
Yeah.
is gonna be, is this good enough for a cube now?
He could actually win a gammon here.
Yeah,
If he closes the 4-point with a lucky 6-1.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot that the cube wasn't in play.
Mhm.
Yeah, huge pass. Almost too good to double.
Yeah.
But yeah, good decision to cube it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dirk has been crumbling.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
What's going on?
It's late in the day. All of them are feeling the fatigue and everything like that. We heard Thomas Christensen talk about that a little bit already. Like he was saying, he really enjoyed playing the tournament yesterday, but it's getting tiring and taxing today.
Yeah.
And I really, in addition to it being a lot of backgammon to play, I really do believe that the players are putting a different kind of pressure on themselves that's probably more taxing than usual.
They are, because in this format, every single decision matters. You cannot lose concentration.
Yeah. But I mean, that's true of every backgammon tournament you play. You're getting a little more edge out of it. You should be treating everything like that, right? But also to the degree that you're able to manage the stress and play your best. And I think people are forgetting that and just putting unnecessary pressure on themselves. I think so. Yeah. I think it's a strong possibility.
2-6. Oh, what's going on? Did we have a mistake in the transcription? 3-2. I think we're back in business.
He'll get there.
Yeah, 2-6. So how do we play the 6?
So every player played 6 matches yesterday, and then the 12 that continued on today are playing 5 more matches, all 7-pointers. So even for like that's heavy for a regular tournament schedule, Yes. But given that they're all challenging matches, and it's tough. This is a 5.
Definitely. But it's supposed to be tough. This is the toughest tournament in the world.
Yeah.
So rather than having an easy schedule, we put in as many matches as possible.
Yeah. And they made sure that there's not like a ton of oxygen flow in the room too, so it gets nice and stuffy. And it's really a challenge physically.
All of a sudden there's tables and chairs start shaking, loud music playing 1 meter away from the table.
This is the last match of the day, Rocket Fuel out there. So we're I think originally it was planned 6 matches. We had to cut one out of the schedule just to keep the time running. We had the most interesting calculations to figure out who was going to take the 10th place spot this morning.
Yes, we had a tie, and we had to go into a sudden death situation between Michi and Sergei Irokin from Russia, who, by the way, has played amazingly in this tournament. That's okay. Yeah. Oh, it's too good to double. He didn't even think about it, Dirk. He's playing fast now because he has 3 minutes left, but actually 3 minutes is quite a long time on the time bank in a 3-point match.
He's seen, you remember all the way back to the first game, was it, right, though, that Daniel took a deep, almost too good cube there where he played on for one roll and then came in and cubed him. So maybe that's part of the factor here is he wants him to think about this a little bit. But the gap on the 4 and the 5 with the anchor has got to be really confusing. At the score, you're going to think about it a little bit, but that's a ton of contact, So I think this could get taken. I think that's a really wise decision to send it. And even if you're leaking a little bit of too good equity here, you've got good chance.
I like your point. There it is.
Yes,
there it is.
Go. Yeah.
He takes it too good to double. This could be the worst PR we're seeing. But I mean,
can we beat the 10-7?
That's what we're aiming for now. That's what we're aiming for. A brilliant move by Dirk.
Oh no, we're not. Well, not yet.
Not yet. No, he has to do at least a couple of blunders more if we want to.
Oh, I didn't even think of that, Jonah. That's brilliant. Yeah, good move, Mark.
What?
He's saying we're wearing out all the grandmasters before the main tournament. That's really smart. I hadn't even thought of that. And clearly, they all didn't either. They're just honored to play in a strong tournament and all this stuff. Man, suckers, That's how it goes. I think people that are good at games and stuff, they can't think past the game, right? And they're just like, oh, I didn't realize I was being manipulated. It's pretty easy.
This is the format here in the UBC is set up to find the strongest player in the world, and fatigue is part of it. A real pro can handle it and can deal with the pressure, can deal with the time schedule.
Yeah,
he's consistent enough. He has experience, knowledge.
Yeah.
So all of that goes into minimizing your errors in the game.
This is a solid 2. I don't know if I would think of slotting here necessarily.
Yeah, it's a nice play. It's basically a back game position where flexibility is so important, and filling out that gap on the 4-point gives you a huge improvement in your position.
Yeah, you do really need to. You're not going to complete this game very easily without that point
great shot.
As your asset.
Yeah, great shot. And look at the pip count now. We are definitely in the low end on the timing curve here for Daniel. I would say his timing is questionable.
Yeah.
He's gonna leave, but luckily for him, it's the shallow back game. So he's gonna leave the the frontmost anchor on the 20 point the moment he starts feeling the crunch. And now it's that time.
Yeah.
Oh, this is interesting because look at the spare checker distribution. So this is the rare case where you leave with the rearmost anchor and the contact from the 11 point. Good play.
Wow.
Good play.
I don't think I would have found that. Yeah, that's fascinating.
The
You
contact
can't
on
give
the
him
11.
a 6 though.
Yeah,
exactly.
And the contact is huge. It's 6 away. Of course, he rolls a joker.
Yeah, now when he
5-4 to clear.
Brutal.
What is
Punished.
Why is he leaving now? Why would you leave with the back checker now?
Because you can lose a gammon still. I think there's and this is
Oh
right.
yeah, that's the argument. Of course, you don't want to lose the gammon.
Yeah,
Makes
yeah,
sense.
and the contact. I mean, he's only going to hit you when he benefits him. So
I see it.
Yeah.
You don't want to lose a gammon, of course. He's up 5-4.
Yeah. I'll give that commentator error up to fatigue. Transcribing on that. In an optimal environment, he would have seen that one for sure.
I would have found that play, I'm sure. I am sure.
Yes, Klaus says he regrets making the correct play immediately, of course, when he clears the 11 point. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
For sure. But yeah, so to Thomas Christensen's credit, too, like I'm talking about that composure of the best players, too, like he knows he's not potentially playing his absolute best today, but he seems very aware of it and very in control of it and still very calm and playing.
I think he's peaking.
I think, yeah.
And when Thomas is in the zone, he is a force of nature. So I think at the moment, Thomas might be the favorite to win the UBC.
Yeah,
the 2020 Contender tournament.
To me, he seems least affected by all these conditions that we're talking about. Like I really think he's going to play his game no matter what, and it might be like a hair different, but he's fine.
Yeah. He's a true pro. And I wouldn't rule out the Japanese either. Both Michi and Hideaki Ueda are playing phenomenal.
Yeah, they put up consistent results all the time. They're like so quiet about it too. You don't even think about it, right? It's just like they're going to keep playing their best. I can't imagine either of them putting up tired results, really. So, yeah.
So it's interesting. The field is narrowing. Before the last round, Dirk was a favorite to win the PR spot. I think it's gonna slip out of his hands.
Yeah. He could get down to a 5 yet, maybe.
So Ilya is asking, why not have a wildcard tournament on Backgammon Galaxy with the same tournament system?
Oh, interesting.
Well, we did think about it, Ilya, but it's a little bit difficult to make a tournament like this online without the proper monitoring of avoiding cheaters using software tools to enhance their performance. So I think it's going to be difficult, unfortunately.
Yeah, that actually seems like a pretty... How come people don't try like recording themselves playing? Like just make it mandatory to have a webcam or something like that?
It doesn't really solve the problem.
No?
If you want to cheat, you can find a way around that.
Okay.
Perhaps it makes a little bit... Oh, now the checker's actually more on the ace than on the deuce, but that... Okay,
he resigns.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we get into the Crawford game.
Yeah. Survived it without being gammoned on another too good take.
And Dirk is probably happy because now he gets a cubeless game. Little does he know that he's actually playing at a 6.16.
Yeah.
His worst game by far in this tournament.
Most likely, yeah. Have you seen enough results to know that it is?
What's
his worst otherwise? Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
to hold the 2, you can't play.
I think his worst was maybe like a 3.9 or something.
Right.
He was below a 2.5 average before this match.
I remember talking to Victor about that. When his goal was to play under a 3, he knew like you can't play a 6 PR in any match and expect to average a 3. So he was just like, that's what he was like. He's like, how do I?
Matches.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This
is Dirk's match where everything it's like the perfect storm. He's probably fatigued.
Yeah.
He's getting into a little bit of perhaps it could be a leak in his game, or at least positions where he was feeling a little bit uncertain. This mutual holding game with a bit of crunch going on, he should have known about this position type. It seemed like a simple position to me.
I don't know how he talked himself into that. Yeah, I think he knows it.
Yeah.
And just like somehow the thinking went awry. And that's a thing that happens to everyone, right? I mean, especially, I'm sure if we asked Thomas about that blunder in that first game, I've seen him, I remember in Portugal, he had like one bad cube decision that he was so frustrated with. And it was literally, he looked at the score in a 4-away, 3-away situation and reversed it.
Oh.
and so thought he was on the
that's
other
a
end.
brain blunder.
And that's a great way to
Yes.
lose the 1,000 points equity, right? Is to be wrong about the most sensitive score, which
You
side
do
of it
have
you're on.
to have those brain blunders
Yeah,
occasionally.
yeah, exactly. And just, I mean, stuff like that happens, though, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess
And then
we're
my
finding
friend,
out it
my
happens
friend
to Dirk too.
Daniel here is unfortunately also playing his worst match in the tournament.
Yeah.
So it could be the fatigue kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
He played really well the first day. I think it was like a 3.4 or 3.5 average for Daniel on day one, the first 6 matches. He's a grandmaster, so he's having an off day as well. Okay, so we are in the Crawford game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tenlin did offer to help out with the commentating, but I'm not sure where he is at the moment. Maybe he'll get in here over the weekend. Karsten, please don't take my headphones away. It's obnoxiously loud in tournament rooms, and I promise I'm not cheating. I don't know what else I can do for y'all. But I do, that's a really important, like, keeping distraction value down.
Yeah.
As soon as we make it otherwise silent, make that a rule, then I'll be on board with no headphones. But I need them for now.
Yeah, it's simply just to cancel out the noise in the playing room.
Yeah, yeah,
Keep focused.
yeah.
I use earplugs personally.
Yeah. People just come and talk to you too. Like they don't really think of it. You know, it is like a social environment, but you know, it's the last thing you need when you're trying to think about a decision in a match.
Yeah.
Someone to come say, "Hey, well, how you doing?"
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
So yeah.
I just try to give out a closed body language so
Yeah.
people can see that you're thinking and concentrated.
Look very aggressive, huh?
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, so Dirk is now below a 6 and
This is-
leading in the
This
PR
is
race.
fascinating how all these like kind of bold
Ooh.
plays from
Oh,
Daniel.
wait, no. What is, I was thinking about this point shift here. Making the blitz, but okay,
To
doesn't
the
need
ace? Yeah,
but he does need to win the gammon, of course, so
Yeah.
that's probably why you shouldn't do that.
Mhm.
Okay, well
Let's go for
played,
the
Dirk.
race, yeah.
I just saw that was a cool play.
Yeah, and
I
you have
liked
so
it.
many options to just turn this into like still a closeout pretty easily, right? So yeah, roll the natural 6-2 and do it that way. Why would you bother to switch when you
Beautiful.
can just do this? Yeah.
Yeah, you win. Usually, you win more games playing pure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like a win for Dirk,
Mhm.
unless that's okay. Decision time. So he could switch, which decreases the probability of your opponent anchoring up. However, it destroys your purity.
Yeah.
He's gonna
But
hit somehow, some
With
way
so
or the
many
other.
checkers in the zone, the switch seems kind of clear to me here. I don't think you need to maintain
Yeah.
the purity of the structure. You're just close to having it done. Even if he came in somehow and anchored on the 4,
Yes.
like you just have time to win this. So it
I
seems
agree.
unnecessary.
So usually, what's the deciding factor whether to switch or stay pure is how much freedom you have with your back checkers.
Mm.
The more freedom you have, the easier it is to win the game without purity.
Mhm.
And that's the case here. He's already escaped from his opponent's prime, so he doesn't need the purity. He might have been distracted by the blots in the 2 blots in the inner board, but actually,
Mhm.
it just increases the likelihood of Daniel getting an ace point game. Now he's going to switch, of course.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because imagine if he hits another or 2 more checkers. If Daniel anchors up in the ace point, now he has an ace point game.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we just want to blitz, switch it up and point shift and.
And so this
Bring the
actually,
checkers
there
home.
might be more value in recirculating and picking up all these checkers too, and
No.
if gammon's counted.
If gammon's counted,
Is what I'm saying.
That's
yeah.
another.
But
that's
so
a-
particularly because this is DMP, like you don't even want to really give him the chance to have more in the air and
Yeah.
possibly stay up there and hit you.
I think you
It's
want to
not.
come front. You want
Yeah.
to step up with the 4.
Yeah,
but
you
I
have
agree,
to because
I
of the
agree.
for the freedom.
Yes.
But you probably, if you had the choice of whether the checker goes up or not. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the third one I think you like a lot. Oh wow, what a number to find here. That's amazing. He didn't check for the 3s squeeze, huh?
The 3 squeeze. I like that one.
Yeah.
So just play 0 shots. I
Yeah.
guess that's the right idea. I don't think you want to get hit and allow your opponent to enter with tempo.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just, even though you prefer to clear the 6, clear from the rear, I don't think you want to leave shots. So I think
Yeah.
this is the right idea.
Gotta do it. We're having the anti-cheating conversation in the chat now. Always the most depressing.
What happened to the transcriber? I hope could be
Oh,
our
is he
feed.
behind on this?
It could be our feed to the XG that's down because
Mm.
the transcriber just completely,
Just fell asleep.
yeah.
We're gonna need eye in the sky view of the transcriber to make sure he's
Yes.
still alive here.
I think the transcription feed just froze,
Oh no.
or he fell asleep.
Oh, what?
Michael
Look at
Krakus.
this roll. The 5-4 to anchor up and come in with both, and now we
Wow,
got
that's
a
huge.
game. Okay.
That's also huge.
Okay.
Oh, how he's gonna? I think he's gonna pick and pass. But let's see. Could you make an argument for making the 9 point here?
Of course you could. I mean, it's too hard to clear, so I don't think you should, right? You only have
Yeah.
the one landing point,
I
or
think-
2 landing points basically, which is
It's too much contact value, and your
yeah,
opponent's gonna make the
exactly.
3
You have
point.
to roll the perfect set or 6-3 to get past. So
It's
I
an-
think this buys more time, so you just got to do it.
Awesome roll, actually.
Yeah.
Just make the pick and pass. It
Mhm,
makes it much more easy. Let's see if he. Oh yeah, the 3's there. Oy. Should have been a 4 or 5. Okay.
There's still more cracking threes. You know? 4-2. He doesn't want to come in range of the shot, but this doesn't seem right. 5-4. 4. Isn't it just
Yeah.
5-4 and 5-5? It's so few shots that I think
Yeah.
I would have thought to get there and make sure you come in and don't risk stripping the 3-point as well while you're clearing the 6. Like, there's a lot of risk to this play, but it doesn't seem like it's said to be an error.
5.
Oh, wait, no, sorry. We don't have the transcription.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
We
I
lost
forgot
the
about that.
transcription.
Yeah.
This is the decision for Dirk here. Do
Yeah.
you pick and pass, or do you?
Why do we do this? Yeah, I guess, yeah, it prevents him from building up his
Yeah, I think
offense.
exactly. You
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
slow down his development. So I think that's enough of an argument for being the right.
Yeah.
That's a
Right
good
back.
play. Yeah.
Well done. Well done.
So you get the double shot. Oh, that's it.
Okay,
Game
and
over.
match over.
Game over.
Yeah.
So Dirk will win the PR point with a. It's going to be a little bit lower, probably maybe a 5.5.
Oh, what is going on here?
Oh, he lost. Maybe he just lost it. So we have it on video.
But I mean, they look
Dirk is
like
going to
they're
win. Dirk is going to win 2 points.
they
here.
look like they're asking and talking to Michael Krakus here. Or
Yeah,
something,
we
so
have
I
to.
wonder-
They probably have to go back on the YouTube video.
Yeah, I wonder if they just lost somehow the transmission of that part of the stream.
I-
Yeah, that's fascinating. Yeah.
I think Michael
they're looking
Krakus, he missed the double 3 or something, and he just lost track and got lost, and then he just stopped. I think that's what happens. What happened?
Yeah, I guess they can still do it from the feed, so it's not a big deal to lose it.
It's not a big
Instead
deal.
of
no.
pausing the match.
And
or
I
something
think
like
it's
that,
pretty
yeah.
safe to say that
Yeah.
Dirk will win 2 points here.
Cool. But it sounds like we're going to talk to Dirk after the match too. I'm sure
Yeah.
he's going to be, once he sees the results, maybe not in the best of spirits about it. But as I said, I think it'll be super fascinating to talk to him about kind of his strategy through the tournament and stuff like that. So excited for that interview.
Yeah, fascinating player.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
put on a heck of a show.
Oh, nice. Krakus is off the clock, so he just said, I got to punch out. You know, that's the new, in the U.S., I think we have FLSA rules about this, where if you work over 8 hours, it's overtime, and so you just got to clock out. I
Yeah,
understand
now he's on
that.
Facebook.
Oh, yeah. This is
Is he on my Facebook? I think he's logged into my Facebook. Hey, get off. Actually, I think he's sending us the match, so we shouldn't be.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, it's not this mouse. Here we go. Let's see, because he's gonna send us the match.
Oh, sweet. That's why you have the Facebook up. I got you.
Yes.
Very good. Thanks, Jonah. Yeah, we're having fun over here. It's been a good time
What is
both
this?
days. Long days, but...
What an old instance of Facebook.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, let me see. Okay, it's already logged into my Facebook. Okay, so if anyone... oh, wait, what are we going to talk about now? We're going to have the interview. You already said that, right? We have...
Yeah. They said on here that Dirk's coming that way.
Dirk is coming. And
I just saw on your Facebook that Ramesh is really kind of upset with you. I'm sorry. You might want to
Oh,
address
yes.
this comment sort of later. But,
oh, no. Okay, here it is.
Oh yeah, sorry I couldn't make San Antonio, Ian. I decided to come out here last minute and booked my flight, and it was Saturday, so I couldn't pull off any of the events in there because presumably I'd make the finals, and then I wouldn't be able to play those on Sunday because I was flying. But it sounded like it was a good tournament. Would have been excited to see Scott to take down and win the board and everything like that too, presumably. Hope you all had fun out there.
That killed me, huh?
Oh, maybe. We don't know. We don't know.
I was just so tired. I just
Ah.
didn't want to lose on time.
Yeah.
And I got nervous. I was just
Come again,
Yeah.
Dirk.
We're gonna get you on
Well-
microphone and we'll tell you. Yeah, we'll
Well
talk with you
forward.
about it. We got him in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirk up in
And
the
we've got the
room.
match here. Hey everybody, we're back with the winner of 2 points in that last match, both the match and the PR, which is super interested in the points. You can see. We've
Yeah,
talked
yeah,
about this
absolutely,
beforehand.
yeah.
But Dirk Schiemann here, yeah. Tell us how you're feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it's total mental exhaustion. I knew before, I just had to play well, and I came into the match with the attitude to just simplify it somehow, and it didn't work out. I mean, I tried to play simple, like I made some moves on purpose where I thought that might be it might be the wrong moves. For example, I don't know. I mean, the back game that I'm seeing here, that in the first game, I don't know if was actually a pass. But even if
it's a big
yes,
pass.
this is
yeah,
basically
even
too
if
good, yeah.
if I knew it was a small take, I would I was prepared to drop it because then just to keep it simple. But in the end, just the mental exhaustion, I don't know, just caught up on me. I mean, that was just like in sports when you are your energy is drained away and you don't you maybe if I had a little bit more time, or I don't know if it had been better, but no, I'm still happy. I mean, I can only say that happens to everybody, and
Sure.
maybe there are some Danish machines here, that but
I think some
I'm
Japanese
just
machines we were
and
talking about
Japanese,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Danish and Japanese machines, but
But
I
that
was
is
just-
interesting. I love hearing you tell us that your game plan was to stay in simple,
Yeah,
easy positions, and
but
first
it just didn't
game
work
one
out.
is this right here.
Yeah, for example, at the score was 5-4, and I think my
Do you
opponent
want to?
probably had a pass at 5-4.
He did.
And I was hoping for him to
Yeah.
take so that I
Yes.
could make it a double match point to just get it over with.
It was
But-
actually too good to double.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
he took too good to double.
yeah.
I was actually curious
Yeah.
too. We talked about this.
No,
if
I
you-
thought it was so obvious the pass that,
Yeah.
that
Yes.
okay, I get it to double match point,
Yeah.
and then my opponent took. Probably he wanted to get it over as well, but I mean the faster route would have been to play a double match point.
Yeah.
But
Nihilists.
yeah,
So,
that-
so the narrative here, Dirk, before this match, were that you were the leader of the PR race.
yeah, yeah.
Fighting for
Not
that.
anymore, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
not
that
clear.
probably slipped out of your hands, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, you can be very proud. You performed amazingly at this,
Yeah.
this tournament. So there's nothing there, and it was even some viewers were writing stuff like it's nice to see that he's actually human, and
Yeah.
even grandmasters can make mistakes. All that stuff.
yeah. Okay.
Uh,
So that was a good lesson in that
Yes.
sense.
But of course, I understand you feeling bad, and Nick told us that you were talking to him before the match and actually explaining that you would prefer not even to win. You
Yeah,
just
but-
want to play simple and play a low PR.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lose the first game, gammon on a 4 cube, and
Yeah.
it's actually kind of crazy, but that's a function of the format. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes you get into these spots where
Yes,
that's the only thing that you
it makes
can hope
sense.
for. So
Yeah.
It seemed that the way this match progressed, that in the first couple of games you were playing your usual 2-point
and
decks,
then I just lost it. Yeah,
at some
I
point
felt-
it just crumbled.
yeah.
Was it a physical thing?
Yeah. I felt like really, I started to feel dizzy. The clock was ticking, and so I felt I had to do something, and it just went down the drain like that. Yeah.
I was interested with this cube too. I think earlier, maybe second game in the match, Daniel took a cube that was too good as well, and I think you were thinking about that, whether or not you sent it. He picked it up 2 checkers behind to 5 prime. I was wondering if that influenced your decision to send this here too.
I played on for 1 roll.
Yes, and then immediately,
Yeah, which was actually a small cube. We see it here.
Yeah.
We saw that you made the decision, which we think we didn't dislike that decision because it's actually kind of a mature decision to take a roll here. The easy way out would just be to cube. It was a small error, but you induced a huge blunder.
Yeah.
That's
I mean
amazing.
that was helpful. So in the beginning I felt reasonably confident, but then I just lost it, and I mean when the clock is ticking and just your neurons won't function anymore, so that's just terrible.
Yeah,
there
that
was
was our-
especially one position, Dirk, that I wanted to ask you about.
Sure.
and that was the pass decision in this mutual holding game where you have a bit of crunch going on, but you have a pip lead of 27. This was for sure your biggest mistake in the tournament.
Yeah, absolutely.
So can you talk us through what went wrong here? Or what you were thinking?
I was thinking about, okay, I thought my winning chances were actually a little bit lower. I thought like, I mean, I win maybe 1/3 of the games. If I get hit, it's difficult. I know it's a trivial take for money, of course. But him 4-way, my thought process was, if he rolls a 4, there are some gammons. And then they are very valuable for my opponent. So I calculate the position like something like 34% for me and 14% gammons. Actually, I should have taken and lost the gammon, so that would have been the best way out for me. So that would have saved me probably. So.
Yes.
Yeah, I love how you think about all the extra strategy in this too.
Yeah.
Were you aware of the pip count then, or is that something that did you?
Yeah, I was. I mean, I was aware that I was way ahead in the race.
Yeah. Okay.
And
just didn't feel relevant in this one.
I mean that meant timing-wise, I was doing really badly, but I misjudged my winning percentages. I thought even if he just rolls like a 6-1, and okay, so what am I supposed to do? I mean, at some point I have to leave the anchor, and that is before he does it. So then. I thought it's just it doesn't happen often enough to get it around. Like if you assume like I mean, I just made some educated guesses that were not educated at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is just the optics. I mean, it's a difficult score because of the value of the gammons for the opponent. So I just
But it's not really gammonish, the position. That's
but I didn't think my winning percentage was that high. I thought it was like I win 1/3 of the games that I come around, and already with 1 checker buried, so he misses. I bury more checkers, or when do I want to run?
Yeah.
So it was just psychologically.
Related to the fatigue issues you dealt with, we have a couple silly questions from the chat. And they're like, what did you eat for breakfast?
What did I eat for breakfast? Fruit, bread. Obviously not the right stuff for today.
Yeah.
But I did the same routine as yesterday, so I don't know what.
And Jonah was wondering if you addressed your area with ginger root to protect from demons, the eyes of Shiva kind of stuff. I think that's what it is.
Not that superstitious.
I got you. No superstition here. Okay. And more seriously, he's asking too. What at home when you practice on XG, what do you use as your error and blunder thresholds? I think that's a fascinating question because obviously you play so low that you probably want to look at different thresholds than we're used to. But
I use always for any error, so 0.0 for error, just to see. But the errors, insignificant ones, I usually don't look at. And then for blunder, I use 50. That's what I'm using. So those are the ones that I'm really interested in. Those are
the big ones.
I have one more position for you here, Dirk. That's actually really interesting.
This
was a blunder, but I feel like this was such a complicated position. So maybe you could help break it down for us. What you're thinking now that you see the XG result. What really is going on here? So this was your actual play.
Yeah, that was my actual play. What went through my mind again? I don't want to get into a very gammonish position. So that was the first idea. So like hitting, making the 5-point, and if he hits back, then could easily face some ugly cubes soon. And I thought if I just slow the whole thing down, if he doesn't make the 5-point, maybe then I attack or make it naturally.
Yeah.
And just if he comes in, we just play some sort of a holding game and just taking the gammons out of the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's your play for money
so
then?
let me check.
This is actually the best play, where you double hit and
Yeah.
the loose hit comes on the 5 point.
Okay.
What would you do at a
Close-
normal score then?
Closely followed by the making the
Yeah.
5.
One of the other two probably.
Yeah.
I mean something more aggressive. Also, I remember after a 5-1 opening, I didn't hit 2 checkers.
Yes, I
5,
remember
6,
that
4,
too. I was
made
very
the
surprised
anchor.
too.
I was
Yeah.
I knew.
Here we have it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yes.
But I thought again I invest a little bit of
Okay.
of
Oh,
equity
yeah.
for simplicity's sake. But
Yeah.
but it just didn't work out. So I think
Mhm.
I over adjusted to the situation as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think
yeah,
that's
I mean I remember that. I thought I mean it can't. Maybe it's a slight mistake, but then we play like a mutual holding game, and that should be easier to play. If I know, so if I know that it's only a 20 error, I played all day long. I mean, 55
Yes.
is of course too much.
Yeah.
So
Interesting argument.
Yeah.
Fascinating next level of consideration for sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I just overdid it. So.
What do you think about the tournament format?
Yeah, great. I mean, I didn't go here for the equity. I mean, it's just so many great players and competing with them, and especially since I've been away from the game for like 13 years, so also lots of new faces. I mean, for example, I never met you personally, so.
My first time meeting you too.
Yeah, and you, yeah, neither. So
Yeah.
it was just a great venue for me, and yeah, I also enjoyed the format and the
Okay. Yeah.
the
you got more
competitive style and.
You got more questions, Nick?
I think the only one I've got is just. I mean, we're talking about it like first iteration of the tournament. You got any ideas for what do you like for the structure next year?
What I would prefer, some kind of system where your PR is where it's not a PR contest for the extra point between the two players. So simply, if I play well, I get rewarded with a point or whatever. So let's say below 3, and you make another threshold maybe.
Yeah.
If you play like I did this match, I get 1 point deducted.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
and
Penalty
the-
point.
a penalty point, yeah. For I don't know. I mean, there are many ways of doing it. It just felt like you could play a 5, and yeah, like I did. I mean, I won 2 points on that match, and I played a 5 point something, and today against Thomas Christensen, I played a 2.3 and I don't get anything. So that just
amazing.
There's still
felt
some randomness there.
weird. I mean, you need some randomness. I mean, it's just like you have to find the right balance somehow.
We should do it.
Also, if I just get
ideas.
rewarded for my PR, all these stupidities that I did would maybe disappear in part, and I don't know. So because then, yeah, I don't know if I get I'm really too brain dead to really think out a better system. But I think for starters, it was great.
We need a table of like figure skating judges, and we'll all,
Yeah,
based
and
on
the-
our perceived complexity,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
give them the point for the PR, subtract a
or
point.
or you
That's
you
a good
also-
one.
Or you also maybe make a space for a draw, like only give half a point if the PR is within like a small threshold. I think that is also
When they're super close,
reasonable
yeah.
because I mean you lost some terrible PR contests
Yeah.
with a very small difference.
I did.
And I think you should at least have like a draw threshold, and so also if half points exist, probably in the total ranking, it's also more like you don't have so many tiebreakers like we did this time. So those are just ideas. I
Good
mean,
ideas,
but,
Dirk. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we're about to to shut down the stream for today.
Yeah.
The stream. We're gonna have a resting day tomorrow. The Gibraltar Championship will begin. So for the UBC, we take a day of rest, and then we're gonna have the semifinals on Friday. So you gotta stay tuned for that. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Backgammon Galaxy, and like the Facebook page. That's where we put out all the scoreboards, the leaderboards, all that stuff. Yeah. So and thank you, Nick, for once again hosting this amazing stream.
Yeah. Thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, my pleasure. And thank you, Dirk, for playing well and joining us.
Yeah,
here.
thank
See
you.
you. Comes out.
I had
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Although when do we expect the final results? Actually, because still
Very soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
some
Very
hope.
soon.
Yeah. You can
Maybe
sleep
tomorrow.
first.
Maybe tomorrow morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. So
Yeah.
so anyhow, it's a day
Yeah.
off.
I think he's still got a shot with it. I think that 5.42 averaged across 11 matches, that could be, it could be as much as like 0.3 or 0.4. But
I
you're
think
not
it's a little bit
all out
more.
yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it also
You're
depends
out
on
of
the
it,
match
yeah.
that I played before. Is that analyzed already?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
What
you
a sweat.
guys
That's the
for
best part
tuning
of
in.
this.
Take
Okay.
care.
Take
Bye.
care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.